Anne Frank House. Interview on the words, Never Again. On June 12, 1942, Anne Frank turned 13. She received a diary with a red and white checkered cover as a birthday gift. She began writing and always carried it with her. 3 months later, the Frank family, of Jewish origin, went into hiding in Amsterdam. To escape Nazi deportations, Otto Frank, the father, and Edith Frank, the mother, prepared a hiding place at the back of their jam-producing company. On July 5, 1942, Margot Frank, Anne's sister, was among the first to receive a summons for the labor camps. The next day, the family moved to the secret annex on Prinsengracht. Mauxe interviewed Anne-Marie Becker from the Communications Department of the Anne Frank Museum, which in 2016 achieved a record number of visitors, 1,295,585 million. What are the most frequent comments from museum visitors? Anne Frank and her diary are known worldwide. People come from all over the globe to Amsterdam to visit Anne Frank's hiding place and see her first diary, along with her other diaries. The top 10 visitor countries last year were the USA, UK, Netherlands, Germany, Spain, France, Italy, Brazil, Australia, and Japan. Visitors' comments are personal, focusing on Anne Frank, her life story, the diary, the Anne Frank House, World War II, and the Holocaust. They also touch on present conflicts and wars, prejudice and discrimination, their own life stories, and the phrase never again. For visitor comments, one can also visit our website where anyone can share their opinion. How is the museum structured? It ranges from the secret annex to Otto Frank's office. The furniture was removed after the arrest. Now the atmosphere and style of the period in hiding have been recreated. In total, there were 8 people in hiding, including Anne, in a space that became cramped. For 24 hours a day, they couldn't make noise to avoid being discovered by the workers in the shop below. There are also original objects, Anne's original diaries and writings, documents and photographs. From your knowledge, what was Anne Frank's life like during the years spent here? Anne Frank describes life in hiding in her diary in a personal and beautiful way. She writes about the daily routine in the secret annex, the other people in hiding, her parents, sister, the Van Pels family, and Fritz Pfeffer. She also writes about the helpers, her thoughts and feelings, her fears and hopes, her reflections on people, and what was happening in the world. There are many films made about Anne Frank, including one in development about her father Otto and his efforts to publish the book. Do you think they are reliable? Yes, there are quite a few plays, films, TV series, and documentaries about Anne Frank and her diary. Some are better, in my personal opinion, and more reliable than others. Personally, I love the 2008 BBC drama, The Diary of Anne Frank. There are also documentaries about Otto Frank, one of the Holocaust survivors who was the driving force behind the publication of his daughter's diary, and turning the house into a museum with an educational mission. On August 4, 1944, despite the hopes raised by radio news of the Normandy landing, the people in hiding on Prinsengracht were arrested. They were transferred to the Westerbork transit camp, and on September 3, moved to Poland, to the Auschwitz-Birkenau camp. Here men and women were separated, and Anne saw her father Otto for the last time. Along with her sister Margot and mother Edith, she was assigned to a barack. At the end of October, Anne and Margot were deported to Germany, to the Bergen-Belsen camp. Their mother Edith remained at Auschwitz, refused to eat, and died of starvation on January 6, 1945. At Bergen-Belsen, the two sisters and Anne Margot lived crammed together with other deportees. They contracted typhus and died.